Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's Challenger Scorpion, 1500 points, debut Necron army versus Eldar. Right, welcome to this 1500 points game. Challenger Scorpion, Eldar versus Necrons. Mike Walker returns. He has finished up some units for his Necron army, so he'll debut them, and they will take on the Eldar in this Challenger Scorpion battle. So before I run through the list here for the Eldar, we'll call out the patrons at gold level. We get names shouted out at the start of all of our battle reports, and also a patronic dice to use at some key point during the game. So that's Andrew Swan, Chris Comiskey, Bjork Git Puncher, Kerry Kunkel, Thrall of the Silent King, Dave Humphries, Dylan Moore, Travis and Jen, Longbow BB, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Drew Gums, Maxfield Knuckles, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Peter Almo, Ray Cross, Samuel Pananeri, Scott Costello, the artist formerly known as Vij, Serg, Tyler Schwab, and Tyler Summers. So a big thanks to them for their support at gold level. I'll call out the names at the end of the battle report for those supporting at silver level, and all the names, including those at bronze, are in the end credits of the video. So proceeds on the Patreon page go to help support the channel and also SSWG Wargames Club. So you can join us at different levels in Patreon. If you want your name shouted out at the start of our games, and also a patronic dice, so you can join us at gold. So link for that in the video description below. So for the Eldar, it is experimental. Many of these units I hope to feature in a final list. Perhaps not the Wraith. No, we're going to give it another run here, see how well it does. Structure of the army, we're playing Tempest of War, so you get 12 CP, 3 spent on Super Heavy Auxiliary, 3 spent on the Vanguard Detachment, no Wall of Trait and Relic being taken, so 6 command points available at the start of the game. So for Eldar, I'm running BL10. It's advanced rolls and battle focus rolls, a minimum of 3 inches, no matter what the dice roll is. And then, so 1s and 2s become 3s, basically for that. I can reroll each phase a single hit roll for each unit, so useful for things like the Wraith Lords with their limited number of shooting attacks and close combat attacks. So HQ choice is just the one for the Vanguard, so it's Jane Czar being taken. Then no troops being taken here at all, it's straight on to elites. A unit of, just to make up the points here, 8 Banshees. Exarch in there with mirror swords, piercing strikes, upgrade being taken for that squad. Then across here, 2 full squads of 10 Dire Avengers. Shredding fire ability, Exarch ability has been granted to this unit across here, marked by Phoenix Lord. Then on to fast attack, the Shroud Runners, Sniper, Jet Bikes. Then 2 Wraith Lords, taking the Glaive, and Shuriken Catapults, 2 of them, and then double Bright Lance on each of them. And then finally, 1/3 of the points here, it is the Wraith Knight here with the 2 Wraith Cannons for that. And then on top is 2 Scatter Lasers as weapons as well. But that's the list here for the Eldar. It is quite compact and elite. But so too are their foe. It's the Necrons they take on here. So before we take a look at Mike's force, we'll call out Phoenix Lords. There's 8 of them, so 4 have been allocated to the Eldar. Longbow BB for for the long-range sniper support in this game. Amy Almo to take command of Jane Czar in this fight. Ben Shaw to mark out the Shredding Fire Dire Avengers unit. And then Michael Fryer, usually a Space Marine player, but is in charge of the Wraith Knight here in this game. So we'll take a look now and see what the Necrons have in their list. Alright, so 1500 points of Necrons. This is the Silent King here, debuting on the channel. Mike's been busy painting him up. One of, in my opinion, one of the most impressive 40k models that's out there. It's exciting to see him on the channel. Certainly a challenge for the Eldar. They have a big thing of their own, the Wraith Knight. We'll see how well it copes here. But the Silent King has arrived. We'll let Mike run through his list.
So this is my 1500 point Necron list. I'm rolling a patrol and a Supreme Command detachment. So in my patrol I've got a Chronomancer. I've paid a CP to give him the Relic Veil of Darkness. I've also got a Technomancer who I've also paid a CP to give him the Voltaic Staff just for the extra damage output. And in Troops Choice I've got 10 Necron Warriors. Elites I have 10 Lich Guard and 6 Destroyers, Scorpack Destroyers, 2 with the Reek Blades and 4 with the Thrashers. And I've also brought a wee Canoptic Plasma Sight with them. On my fast attacks I've got a unit of Scarab Swarms and 5 Wraiths. And then lastly I've got a heavy support with the Doomstalker. And then that's my Silent King, who is the Supreme Command detachment. And I've had to pay a CP to give him the Warlord trait.
And he will be the Warlord, so that reduces the cost of the...
Yeah,
okay. So well done to Mike. He's been busy painting them up, and congratulations on painting a model here that I'm sure took a while, the Silent King, but mightily impressive here. We're going to. I'm not entirely sure of the rules here, so it's a journey of discovery here for myself as we fight against this thing on the board. But a spectacular centerpiece for the army here. So we thought we'd play 1,000 point army roughly, add in the Silent King. How many points is he there with all the upgrades?
400.
Something roughly approaching the same kind of value there of the Wraith Knight. It's a good matchup here. So it's both sides carrying something big, so that cancels each other out quite nicely. Phoenix Swords have been allocated. Chef across here on the chopper unit of Destroyers. Lucas Brown on the full squad of 10 Lichguard. Nasty stuff. Chris Comiskey has been put onto the Silent King, and Serg on the unit of 5 Wraiths. Nasty units of Necrons here. This is going to be a tough one for the Eldar for sure. How many points was he? Silent King?
400 on the bottom. 400.
Alright, okay. Wraith Knight is more expensive. Interesting. We'll go on to scenario and deployment for this Challenger Scorpion battle next. Alright, so we have a mission here for this 1500 point game. So it's Tempest of War. Vital Ground is the name of the mission. Hidden Supplies is the mission rule. For this one, you get an additional objective marker, so there'll be 6 in this game. Sweeping Engagement is the deployment zone. So Eldar, their deployment zone marked by the orange dice over in this corner, and across the other side marked by the green dice is the deployment zone for the Necrons. Objectives have been placed. The home objective, you get 1 each. The home objective for the Eldar here. In No Man's Land we've placed 2, this one, and this one here behind this building. Mike's placed 2 in No Man's Land, 1 over there in that corner, then 1 over there behind that building, and the home objective for the Necrons over in that corner, just over there. So Vital Ground, at the start of turn, or start of the command phase, turn 2 onwards, the control of the home objective marker, this one here for the Eldar is worth 3 points. Any of the No Man's Land objectives is worth 4 points, and then if you control the opponent's objectives, so if the Eldar are able to get over into that corner and control that objective at the start of the command phase, it's worth 5 points. There's also some kill points available, so a maximum of 3 can be scored per turn or per battle round. Each kill point is 1 victory point, and it's capped to a maximum of 3. So mission quite straightforward. Dominate objectives, control objectives, a little bit of flavour with kill points being added in, and then obviously the 3 secondaries per turn as well that can be drawn. So that's the mission. We'll start alternating placing units on the board next. Right, so battlement and terrain we're using in this game. Battlements from GameMat.eu. 6x4 inch size. We've put a mat across the edge here just to trim it off for this size battle. But a large variety of battle mats available from them. Double-sided mats available as well. So you can get good value out of the mats from them. Also pre-painted terrain sets available. Industrial terrain set we're using in this game. The warp portal, the landing pad over in that corner, all from GameMat.eu. So you can check them out for battle mats and pre-painted terrain sets. Link for them in the video description below. Alright, so deployment's done for both sides, no reserves for anybody. Everything that we have is on the table. Sniper bikes at the back here, ready to move out and provide some supporting fire. Making use of the terrain, both armies here. We're playing this as line of sight blocking, obscuring. Same with this larger piece across here. As other terrain pieces, you can play these as Munitron armoured containers. Add mech terrains, -1 firing through it. Munitron armoured containers, some of those dotted about. There's a ruin here. There's a couple of others dotted about across the board. The usual rules for pipes as well. So that's the terrain, but the two main parts is these two large features across here, blocking line of sight. So going for this partnership here of Dire Avengers and then also the Wraith Lord. Wraith Knight just tucked up behind. Then over on this right hand side, it's Dire Avengers again, Wraith Lord. Banshees looking to perhaps go on a flanking mission maybe, or divert across to the middle. Janes are joining them. That's deployment for the Eldar. They are a thin race and they're quite thin on the ground here on this battlefield. But they have skill and style, so we'll see how well they do against the Necrons. We'll go around the other side of the table and take a look at Mike's deployment. So this is an experimental game for both sides. It's debuting for Mike here as well. We'll do our utmost to get the rules right, but any corrections you can leave in the comment section below. We plead mercy, expect none from people in the comment section. Necron warriors at the back here anchoring the home objective. Lich Guard across here. Mike says they can guard noble units. Noble keyword for this will then give the lookout cert to him to protect him. Plus these two towering floating things as well will protect the Silent King as well. So I'm getting the impression he's quite hard to kill. Destroyers, Plasma Sight at the back. Chronomancer. Technomancer, Scarabs, Wraiths, and the Doomstalker just here on the right hand side. That's deployment done. Necrons clustering together. That's how I deploy mine as well. But looking particularly tough and durable here against the Eldar. That's deployment done for both sides. All right, hold it there. Correction. So we're just checking the keywords, just trying to make sure we get it right. They can protect nobles, but it's noble infantry. And the Silent King, although he is an infantryman, he's on a massive towering floating barge. So he will not count as infantry. He doesn't have the keyword, so they will not protect him, but he's still protected enough. The two floating things I think have to be targeted first, I believe, to get through those. Mike reckons one of them at a time can be resurrected as well with the Technomancer on standby, so protected enough. But the Lich Guard will not act as a bodyguard for the Silent King here, but they can protect other noble infantry units. So that's deployment. We'll roll up to see who goes first. I'm kind of glad we did get that rule double checked before the game began. Yes. So we'll roll up to see who goes first. We're both Xenos scum. 1 and 3. Mike will go first. The Necrons will go first. So watch with interest to see what they can do. But at least you're not going to get turn 1 blown off the board here with the Silent King. He's going to get a turn at least to demonstrate what he can do. I've got a feeling he's going to be tough to destroy. But the Eldar have a Wraith Knight here, something to keep an eye on during the game. Turn 1 here for the Necrons. They'll go first. Alright, so on first turn of the game, Necron's getting ready to move. Mike's just thinking about what to do. Secondary is drawn, secure no man's land, behind enemy lions, and assassination, so going after a character. Those are the secondaries that are available. CP was used to replace one of those. That's the 3 that are active at the moment. Strands of Fate is available for the Eldar. A saving throw, 2 wound rolls, and a charge roll available here for them to use during this battle round. I'll let Mike make his move. Okay, so movement's done for the Necrons here. Things starting to spice up quickly here. So onto the quiet objective of the Scarabs, doing their job. Across here, Necron Warriors doing their job. Plasmacyte died, you'll see why in just a moment. It's not moving here with the Canoptic Doomstalker. Shifting out across here with the Silent King. Wraith surging ahead, getting behind that line of sight, blocking terrain and onto an objective, so good move with them. Lichguard moving across here. Technomancer with the Silent King and the Lichguard. And then really this will mix things up here for sure. So shifting over onto the extreme left-hand flank is the Chronomancer and the Scorpec Destroyers. So it's going to be a 9-inch charge for them. There's no kind of special stuff that they can... Okay. And then people will be asking what dynasty you're running. Novok? No.
No. On Bikers and Infantry. And Eternal Conquerors where everything's objectives.
Oh, so it's your own
yeah.
combo. Right.
I need to make a name for the...
Right, okay, so no name, so you can leave your own suggestions actually in the comment section for the name for this dynasty here. But the two traits being taken is also...
Rise against the interlopers. 6 is to hit, auto win Bikers and Infantry keyword.
Great, that's half my army.
And Eternal Conquerors, which is everything's objective secured.
Ah, right, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, right, very, very good indeed. So... the protocol that's active for the entire game now with a shift of change in the rules is the regain an extra wound for living metal, which is protocol of the Undying Legions, yeah. And then the one that's active for this turn?
Protocol of the Southern Storm,
right, okay.
Which is 1 inch to your movement.
Right, extra bit of movement, yeah, Mike's done that, added an inch to some of the movement here for the units. Okay, so that's protocols, movement done. No psychic phase, so we'll go on to shooting phase next, here we go. Okay, start with the King.
Yes.
Debut roll.
I'll put the 2 Annihilator Beams into...
Annihilator Beams?
your...
Wraith Knight? Right, okay. So actually the main bit of firepower comes from those 2 floating things. Annihilator Beams. We'll see what they can do. I doubt they're too much to be worried about. We'll see. And then 24-inch range here from the actual King himself going into the Dire Avengers. So Mike's free to roll up here.
So hitting on 2s.
This is the Annihilator Beams.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. 2 hits, yes.
Strength 12.
Right. 3s to wound.
3s, yeah.
2 3s, yes.
4.
-4.
And flat 6.
What?
Each.
I will turn to turn to Patreons here. Gonna go to Ray Cross because I'm immediately annoyed. 5+ is an Eldar player as well. 5+ invulnerable save from Ray Cross to block 6 damage on the Wraith Knight.
Oh.
God, yeah. Okay, yes, it's not fair you're running a straight 6 damage in your... I've got it too, so I can't complain. We'll move on to... Eldar. I know there's another Eldar player. Yeah, Longbow BB is a dedicated Eldar, amongst other factions, but Eldar here. 5+ for the Eldar dream to come true.
No!
Well done. Thank you, Patreons. A virtual high five across the globe to those 2 Patreons. Well done. 12 damage blocked. Wraith Knight, say hi. Okay, right. Good shooting. Mike did all that he could. It's not his fault. It's the dice roll. Yeah, I forgot. I had Strands of Fate, by the way. Could have used that. Oh, man. Silly Billy. Got caught up in the hype there. Okay. The Patreons shouted louder than Strands of Fate. So, it's the range 24 shots now, here from the Silent King.
Hitting on 2s.
This is Scepter of Eternal Glory.
Yeah. Keyword.
Rerolling 1s for the core keyword.
Fire on with the stars. So, that is strength 8.
3s. 2s. Okay.
2,
Two.
minus 3, 2 damage.
Alright, so we will take 5+ invulnerable saves. I wonder how much shooting is to come. No. There's a big thing over there. Which I take it you're probably going to go after him, which I believe that your weapon is -5, which means there is no save on him, so Strands of Fate's not going to help him. So, it's, oh boy, one turn, yeah, well, Strands of Fate, a Dire Avenger, it's a bit silly, but we'll use that. So it's just the one save of 5+ invulnerable. Yep, passed. Aspect Warrior, get 5+ invuns now. So blocked, no damage so far. Right, Staff of Stars next.
Hitting on 2s, reroll 1s.
It's insanely accurate.
And this is strength 6.
2s to wound again. This is a very good weapon for taking out Dire Avengers. Okay, 8.
8 hit minus.
Casualties are going to start coming through now. 5+ invulnerable saves. Yeah, it's okay. We've lost 5 though. Squad's been halved in size. So that's good shooting. Squad's been halved in size. Not nice here, but half of them still alive. That is the Ben Shaw's shredding squad, so they've been halved in their size here. Not so good, but it could have been a heap worse for sure. Yeah, firepower from the Chronomancer into the Reef Lord.
So hitting on 3s. Hits.
Yep.
It was strength 8, I think.
4s to wound then.
Strength 8, yeah.
Mike's not calling upon Patreons
No,
yet.
that's not what
He's going to take. They've done well so far for sure. You got some Necron players. There's plenty of them actually.
Sorry.
Yeah, Carry Kunkel, Thrall of the Silent King, diehard Necron player. It's exactly what you need. Looking for a wound. 4+. Oh no.
No.
Okay.
Is he hand one, has he?
No. Mike's tempted for the command reroll.
Faith. I want to go for command.
Okay, yeah, I was going to save it for the number of shots. Nice. Okay, the wound comes through. AP minus from this thing.
3, I believe.
Okay. 6 up to block.
D3 plus 3.
Nice, nasty. Tyler Summers here, 6+ would be fantastic. I said Necrons. Patreons. Patreons, more than a match for Necrons here. The arch enemies of the Necrons is the Patreons. Patreons from the Cheese Dynasty. It's crazy dice rolling. They are just dice. People say, oh, it's not fair using Patreons, but why? They're just dice, but they do seem to be in our favour at the moment. Okay, any other firepower here?
Just.
Keep going, Mike. If Mike feels like he's wasting his time doing firepower, you'd have to keep pressing on. Right, big shot. This is huge. You could take this down or could completely whiff. It's one of those hit or miss type units. Number of shots. Patriotic. Too late. 1. The command reroll was used. God. Do you want to... What would you have rolled if you'd rolled a Patriotic dice? A bit better. Okay. Right. Turn 1.
Hitting on 3s.
Yeah. Oh, you do get 1 shot. Sorry, I was about to say there's nothing.
Hit.
Does get a hit. Be 3s to wound, strength 10, I believe.
1s.
Yes, -5, nothing I can do. D6 damage, Patreon, almost through the dice. There's other Necron players for sure. There's Tyler Schwab, Necron's player with a guaranteed 4+ from him. He always gets 4 or more. 5. 5 wounds taken. -1 damage, so 4 wounds taken, dropping to 18 wounds left. Sorry, that wasn't him. It was him. Still -1 damage, so that's pretty hefty damage coming through. Okay, 5 wounds left on him. Wraith Lord taking damage. So is there any more shooting?
No.
Alright, we'll go on to charges. This is huge. They've been granted a 5+ invulnerable save. Very, very useful indeed. And it grants them reroll charges.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm not going to Overwatch, so you can just go ahead. Now, there is a stretchy charge to Jane Czar. Risky. Or there's a 9-inch charge to the benches. Okay, so Mike's not going to take the risk. Just going to go after the benches. Jane Czar will probably heroically intervene anyway. 9-inch charge rerollable. Does he go Patriotic or not? I'm not sure if they're on his side. No, Necron players are on your side. Tyler Schwab did well. But are there any more Necron friends? There's plenty. There's Necrons, Dave Humphreys. There's Travis and Jen. Yes, they are. They're both Necron players as well, so there's plenty. Yeah, no, Mike's going for Travis and Jen. Here's the combined weight of 2 Necron players together. To do the you can do the 2 dice together. That's it. Right, so here we go. 9-inch charge into the benches here. No, but it's re-rollable. It's all right. They're just scaring you. It'll come. It'll come through on the next one. 8. Oh no, does not go ahead. The Eldar will not be able to ignore this lot in the corner. They'll have to go after them. But Mike's in despair here. Eldar rejoicing at this stage. No charges, no combats to take place. So we'll end the turn at this stage. Necron's frustrated here against the Eldar. The potential damage that could have come through really could have been very, very good indeed, but much frustration for them. Limited damage for sure. We'll calculate. There's no points. Any secondaries achieved at all of the 5? Oh, sorry, of the 3 that are currently in play.
Secure Nose Man's Land. I'm holding 2.
Grab 2. Yeah, go. Fine. 5 points picked up. So just the 1 achieved. Secure No Man's Land. Assassination to possibly keep Mike's thinking about it. And behind enemy lines, Mike would need to get over here. So it's tricky enough. You can dump those if you so wishes. Yeah, the 9-inch charge is one of the most annoying, tricky parts of 40k, and anything that can be used to negate that as much as possible. A reroll is very, very useful, but it hasn't happened in this situation across here. There is a major chrome-plated fawn in our flesh now over on this side. The Eldar cannot ignore this slot, so it will divert much of their attention for the coming turn. 5 points to 0 at this stage, very, very early point in the battle. But Eldar have been granted an opportunity here. They've been let off the chrome hook for a while. We'll see if they can take advantage of that. Eldar can strike here, but their army's quite spindly and thin, but can strike with precision and damage. We'll see that. We'll go on to turn 1 for the Eldar next. Alright, so movement done for the Eldar on turn 1 for them. Secure No Man's Land, Battlefield Supremacy and Extend Battle Lines, all pretty good secondaries for us. We have reacted to these, we've got to go after them. So Janezar and the Banshees moving across. Then the Wraith Lord on the move as well. D3 wounds restored with Tears of Isha. On that, Wraith Knight shifted across here. It's just firepower from this thing, so we've just shifted it over to the right-hand side. We did fail morale last turn, lost a model after failing, and then an extra one on top of that. So the Benshaw squad down to 3, but they've advanced and moved out onto the objective. Correction across here, Mike's let me make the change. I was going to advance up the top here and shoot, then battle focus down, but you can't do both. So I've just gone for the regular move, and there'll be no shooting from them, just claiming that objective. Then the Wraith Lord, he's moved 8, swinging around this corner here. Might be able to Strands of Fate a charge out of him against those Wraiths. If I don't charge him, they'll charge me. And then the Bikers just moving across here. They actually get battle focus, so I could shoot with these and then scoot with them. So they're even more flexible than I had previously understood. So that's movement done. Most Eldar units have something to do on the board, and they will certainly need to be making an impact here. I think the Necrons will be merciless enough, must make a dent in their chrome armour as quickly as possible. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Banshees, pistols into here. Reroll one of those shots for BR10. 5s to wound, 6s are great. Just the 1. 1 save, AP -1, so a 4+, just 1 damage. Blocked. Wraith Lord next. 2 Bright Lances into here and a bit of Shuriken as well. It's a double Bright Lance shot. We'll call upon a friendly Patreon helper. Trying to look for Xenosy players. Return to the Orcs, oh boy. Not the best for ballistic skill. Bjork Git Puncher. Looking for... Mike has a card in his hand. I can read what it is, even though he's got it flipped around the other way. It's Whirling Onslaught. Yeah. That's for the -1.
What would you be willing to be on?
3s. With the Bright Lance. Or 2 Bright Lances. He's playing it for a CP. Okay. Plenty of CPs for both of us here at this stage. I've got 6. Mike has 6 as well. Because we're playing, some people may question, we're playing Tempest of War, which means we're following the Tempest of War rules, which for this size game, 1500 points, you can start with 12 command points, as opposed to Nephilim rules, which is a lower amount of command points, and you get a CP each at the start of each turn, but we just get a CP at the start of each player's turn, just as per usual with the older rules. So, Bright Lances then, looking for 3s. We'll reroll that on for BR10. Okay. Now we'll try and wound on 4s. This is from the Orcs. This is pretty good. One's made it through. A CP reroll on a wound. I think I fancy combat. Leave it. There's bigger, badder things to roll dice against. Just the one save then. 5+ invulnerable save. Didn't go Patronic. God, didn't block. Damage of 3 plus D3, so it's going to take out one of those. So one of them's gone. Not quite, but what is about to come is not going to make much difference here. So 1 hit. No wound. That's it. Carry on. So yeah, reanimation protocols. 3 dice stained 5s. So hard. No, alright, so 1 model slain. That'll do James on the Trisco into the character. Well, she's hit. Wounded on 3s. We don't get BL10 here for her. So 3 make it through. Be -3. There's a 4+ in 1 save. Not too much of a panic, just the 1 damage.
3, yeah?
Yeah, 3 4+. 2 wounds make it through. A little bit of sporting fire actually, coming from these damaged Die Avengers. I'm going to go into the character. Now this is the Shredder unit. I'll reroll a hit roll. Serious amount of hits coming through. 5s and 6s are dangerous. And it's actually 5s and 6s to wound as well. Okay, 2 wounds come through, AP -4. 2 invuln saves here. Need to pass at least 1. Otherwise character's going to go. Oh boy. Chronomancer about to bite the dust. Come on, reroll to keep him alive. I mean, he's probably doomed. Leave him. Save the command reroll for something else. Yeah, alright. Character gone. Mike's going to do it. The intent is to try and keep this model alive, to divert attention away to try and preserve models from these. That's the idea. Mike doesn't want the wipeout on these, but it's tough enough. He's going to go Patronic. Oh, this is a... Dave Humphries, Necron player. This is a tough one here. Because even if you do succeed, it's going to get slammed into in close combat.
Yeah.
And if you don't, it's
just for you to split your attacks.
Yes. No. Chronomancer is gone. Failed to resurrect it. He might resurrect on another day. After, perhaps he's lying down on the ground pretending to be dead, and he's just going to wait till the coast is clear. Oh dear. Okay, so we'll go on to firepower from here. I'm going to put the scatter lasers across into these, try and soften them up a little bit, and we will offload the main guns into the Silent King. Scatter lasers first of all. Looking for 3s. We'll not reroll one of these. 3s to wound becomes 4s because of Whirling Onslaught. 3 saves. No minuses going on with these ones.
So 3 ups.
Alright, a wound taken. So wound placed in the model. I think it's been pointed out to me in the comments section from previous game, don't get the Craftworld keyword, so I'll not be re-rolling any kind of BL10 shenanigans of him. It's just straight up shooting with the Wraith Knight. But I believe it can be affected by Strands of Fate. So Mike's preparing to defend himself here with the Silent King. I think he'll be fine, but we'll roll to see what we get. So number of shots will go... Chris Comiskey. Risky using his dice. They are fickle, but so are the Eldar. Number of shots is an Eldar player. We have a similar colour scheme to mine, actually, so it's all perfect. Number of shots... maxed. It's D3, don't worry, it's not D6. But we have maxed on 6 shots here. This is as good as we can get. Oh, that's weird. The Phoenix Lord allocation is Chris Comiskey on the Silent King, so... okay, so Chris's Patreon dice striking Chris on the unit allocation. 3s for hits, there's no minuses going on.
No.
Right. Yeah. 5 hits. CP reroll a hit. Gosh, shouldn't do it, but must. Help from Marcus Anthony. 3 ups. Got it. Right, 6 hits. Oh boy. 2 strands of fate rolls. 2 wounds go straight through. 2s to wound on 4 dice. Should have saved the command reroll for that, but we took the chance. 5 have made it through. We'll see what Mike decides to do and what happens next. But 5 make it through at 6 plus D3 wounds. One of those wounds was a 6, so it's D3 mortal wound straight away. A mortal wound comes through against one of those floating billboards. Okay. Then now what happens? You allocate to them first.
Yeah.
And their invuln save is a 4+.
Yep.
You can do one at a time to see how long each one of these stands.
Yeah.
So you need to start well. Failed.
So, how much damage is it?
6 plus D3.
Well, that'll kill that off.
It'll kill it, will it? Right, okay.
Yeah. Next one.
Blocked.
Next one.
Blocked.
Next one.
Not blocked.
So,
One more. So this is going through to the Silent King. He has his own built-in invuln save.
yeah, it's all 4 up. So I'm tempted to use CP on that.
Yeah, if you fail it, yeah, roll and see what happens. Yeah, here it comes, 4+. What is it? It's a 1.
So that will go through, and then the next one will go through onto the Silent King. So D3 plus 3, did you say?
Yeah, so the two floating things are gone, and then you've got one fouled one onto the Silent King. So to prevent any damage on him, a 4+ is required on a command reroll. Yes, those 2 are going. But they've done their job. They've absorbed. It would have killed him outright if they'd have gone through. So they have done their damage, or done their job. But now this is a crucial roll. 4+ invulnerable save on the command reroll. Ooh, passed. Right. Silent King not scratched. His bodyguard floating. What are they called? I need to call them by the proper.
Triarchal Manure.
No, okay, so I would. It's just difficult enough. That's the 2 things that protect the Silent King, and they've done their job. But here, they're absorbing the shots coming through from the Wraith Knight, and that maxed out. That was about as effective as it's ever going to get here in the game. Maximum number of shots, almost a full house on wounds coming through as well. So that's probably not going to be repeated there, but decent enough from the Wraith Knight for sure. Shooting is. Well, no, it's not finished. We've got firepower on this flank. So bright lance shots going straight across against the Canoptic Doomstalker. Needing 3s. It's BL10. Very helpful. 3s to wound. Strength fate. 2 wounds come through. Interesting. 2 invulnerable saves. Otherwise there'll be trouble for this thing. 4+. Yeah. No, that was... Boy, so you can take 6 damage straight away. And then 2d3 on top of that. 9, 10, 11 wounds caused. It's a 12 wound model. That's horrific damage coming through from this Wraith Lord now on this flank. That's horrific. We'll try and snipe it now. The idea is these bikers to back it up. All got themselves in range 36. This is sniper shots. I'll reroll that one for BL10. We do hit on 2s. A simple 6 will kill it with a mortal wound. No, but 2 wounds come through. AP -1, so 2 4+.
Nope.
Got him. Okay, and that's still with the scatter laser shots. Okay, no target destroyed. Scatter laser shots were spare after that. I've actually gone and made a battle focus move with them. Rolled a 6, so I've pulled them back. They didn't advance, so I've shifted them further away back onto the objective. Useful enough for sure. That's shooting done. I have to say it's been effective here from the Eldar. Charges for them next. Opportunity here. Opportunity here. I was saying at the beginning of the game, nervous about the Eldar. They're so thin, spindly. I've always had that sort of worry about them in games, but they're able to strike quite precisely in battles. But having said that, we've been let off the hook here with some crazy dice rolling to keep the Wraith Knight in good shape. Some other saves across the board as well has given advantage to the Eldar. They have taken the opportunity, though, to take full advantage of that. We're going to charges next. Big melee over in this corner next. Alright, so charges taking place. They've all gone according to plan. Rolled a 5 or a 6 across here, so Wraith Lord has gone in. Just rolled 1 dice. We used Strands of Fate 6 just to help propel him into combat against the Wraiths. We'll see how well he does. If anything, you can tie them up for a while. Then across here, all the charges went ahead according to plan as well. So big bust up here in this corner and a fight across the other side. Eldar bold here in their approach to the Necrons. We'll see if this pays off. We're going to combat resolution next. Going to go with the Banshees first. The other great thing about Banshees and Janzar is shutting down the ability for interrupt play. Even the Wraith Lord's going to get to fight first, even though the Banshees are going to fight across here. So another tactical thing where you can just pin a unit down to other units have done their attacks. The Banshees working in tandem with other units seems to work well. Going to fight with the actual Banshees first of all. Alright, so some stratagem shenanigans going on here. Whirling Onslaught being played. Banshees on the charge, +1 to the wound roll, -1 to the wound roll, so that's cancelled out. We've played Wrath of the Shrines here, so 6s are going to pop extra hits. This is the Exarch going first with a damage 2 sword for the Mirror Swords for piercing strikes. So looking for 3s. And Wrath of the Shrines says no 6s come through, which is annoying. We'll try and wound on 5s. I've got a feeling we're not going to really take these down. We'll see what happens. 2 wounds come through. 5+ invulnerable saves here. Each one's damage 2. Blocked 1. 2 damage comes through onto the wounded models who have brought 1 Scorpack Destroyer down. Mike can hold because there may be possibly more wounds coming through with the regular Banshee swords next. Right, next 21 attacks. 7 ladies times 3 attacks each. In on 3s. Bit of Wrath of the Shrines coming through. Some, but not too much. I've forgotten BL10, so I'll do it now. Okay, so I'll add an extra 4. Got a nice lot of hits here actually. Good support from her sisters. 5s though. Yeah, not so many. The Whirling Onslaught's helped, but it was a dreadful roll anyway. 5 saves of minus. Doesn't really matter, it's -3. 5+ invulnerable saves again. 5 dice. The ideal situation to keep another one of these Scorpack Destroyers alive. Which, no, another one's slain. So model remove, these 2 are gone. That's me finished with that unit, so Mike can now attempt to reanimate on 6 dice. There's a chance one of these is going to get back up.
Yeah, wow.
5s. No, alright, 2 models gone. So consolidation move made with the Banshees. I'm not going in too far. I'd love to head off in that direction if we get the wipeout. Janzar's had to go in. I want to do her next. Just hold on with him. So Janzar goes in. 6 attacks with her. We're out of Strands of Fate here. So looking for 2s. Looking for 3s becomes 4s. 2 make it through. Again, 5+ invulnerable saves. No, total of damage 4, so it's going to take out one of these. That's Janzar finished. Reanimation. Very difficult, but 5s. Almost. Okay, and then we're down to the Wraith Lord next with his attacks. So, Wraith Lord making his attacks. Swinging with the Ghost Glaive. Looking for 3s. BL10. Nice. Let's just have a little think. I don't think so, because I think I'm strength 7, +2, a crushing strike. So, Ghost Glaive, +2 strength, strength 9, toughness 5. So it's 3s to wound becomes 4s to wound. 4s, 2. That's not, I want a wipeout here. We're going to command reroll one of them wounds on the CP. No, because of that stratagem. So the 2 make it through. 2 5+s. Pass one of these, keep the unit alive. No, come on, reroll. It's got 4 CP.
Yeah.
Because if Mike does, it will tie up the Eldar right over in this corner. Tactically, not too good.
I'm going to go for Max Field. Max Field Knuckles.
Max Field Knuckles, 5+. Got it. How interesting. Okay, so I think imagine it's the big chopper guy here is going to remain in.
Yeah.
Okay, and then 5 pluses to keep this model on the board. No, all right. So 1 model remains. So everyone sits as they are. Mike can fight back. We've got a combat across the other side to do. It's the Wraith Lord going in against the Wraiths. They'll be frustrating to take down, but we'll give it a go. It's all right. No. I rolled my hit rolls. We'll scrub that result. It's an amazing result, but we'll leave it because Mike's going to interrupt play, which we will stop. It's all right. James R's not that influential to shut down all combats across the entire battlefield here as much as she might scream and try. No, Mike will now interrupt play. He gets to roll some dice. It's your turn to roll some dice. Yeah. So, Wraiths, they'll swing around and they could cause trouble. We'll see what happens against the Wraith Lord here. The idea is to try and pin those Wraiths down. We need to because we've got soft stuff across here, so Wraith Lord's got an important task. Right, so Wraiths here, Mike interrupting play, paying the 2 CP. So we haven't seen Wraiths against Wraith Lords for years on the channel. Often used to have this combination seen in games between my Necrons and my Eldar. So it's good to see this combination happening again, but it's been a long time since we've seen Necron Wraiths, because I don't use them very much against the Wraith Lord.
What's your toughness?
8.
So it'll be 6s, so...
5s, surely. Strength 6 you are.
Oh, strength 6.
Yeah. 5s to wound.
Wouldn't make a difference, okay, yeah. So...
Yeah, no point using stratagem to boost strength, no, because strength 7 will still be 5s to wound.
So hit on 4s.
Okay. I might survive okay. Okay.
So I can reroll more win rolls. So that's 6 here.
Yeah.
That's 5 to 1.
5s, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike's rerolling his wounds because of the Silent King, the influence that he gives. Man, oh man, just the 2.
2, yeah.
AP minus 2.
2 damage.
5 pluses. Blocked 1. 2 damage at a time drops to 1 damage because the Wraith Lords are minus 1 damage. So we just take a wound in the end. Could survive very well indeed. Right. Wraiths are okay, but the Wraith Lords are a pretty good match for them. Looking for 3s to hit. We'll be our 10. Missed. I think your toughness 4.
Toughness 5.
You are toughness 5. Fair enough. 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. Anything minus crazy, just turn to your invulnerable saves here. 4 ups.
Plus 1, fill 1.
Makes it through. D3 plus 3. So 5 wounds, yeah. 1 Wraith gone. Reanimation protocols to see if it will come back.
Nope.
Alright, model destroyed. Right, so Scorpec destroyed. Here, 3 attacks are going to get knocked down attack because of Jane, just eating away at the ability here of units. So 2 dice, minus 1 to hit her as well, so it'll be 4s. But then plus 1, so it'll be 3s.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were blessed at the start of the turn. So do get the 2 hits. 2s to window. Oh, yeah, 1 wound comes through. And I will try and keep that damage away from me because that's going to be 3 damage. We'll go Dylan Moore, Deathcore Krieg. We do block it. It would have been 3 wounds. We're doing exceptionally useful to cause some damage against her, but she lives. Alright, so turn comes to an end. The Eldar have done well here. Damage has been heavy against the Necrons. But Necrons, as always, have a reputation for rebuilding, repairing, and coming back stronger in the later turns of the games. The Eldar, I'm sure, fully aware this battle is far from over. The Silent King still is on the board. And the game's not over until the Silent King sings. Which could be never. We'll go on to the second turn for the Necrons. We'll calculate points first of all. Alright, so points coming in, yes, here for the Eldar. 2 secondaries achieved, extend battle lines and secure no man's land. 3 kill points picked up as well for the Chronomancer. The Scorpec Destroyers are actually gone. Chef Squad removed from play. Morale, don't roll a 6. Guess what happened? Mike rolled a 6. So they're gone. And then the Coptic Doomstalker removed from play as well. So 3 kill points, 10 points for secondaries, so 13 points to 5. Still early stages here, but Eldar have got themselves ahead. They have the advantage, but Necrons preparing to respond here at this early stage of the game. Turn 2 for them next. turn 2 here. Such early stage of the battle here, but a lot of carnage has taken place. 3 points picked up here for primaries. Any of the no man's land, Mike's got that one and that one, so it's just 4 points. So 7 points picked up straight away. Secondaries is investigate, site, hold the line, grind them down are the 3 options here for this turn. But let Mike make his move. You can see that he's restored one of these to play. Correct us if we're wrong, we reckon. As Mike can take a dynasty core unit. Core keyword has been granted to this, resurrecting a model from that unit. These things are part of that unit, so Mike's restored one to play. Very, very useful indeed. Tech Marine doing a great job. Alright, so movement's done for the Necrons. It's quite eventful here actually. Necrons holding at the back. Lich Guard shifting across. This is a good move to go after the Wraith Lord. Then across here, Necrons pushing forwards. The Technomancer, where's he got? He's up there. He's jumped up here, but restoring one of these things back into play as part of the unit there for the Silent King. And the Wraiths have shifted across. They've jumped out of combat. They're able to leave combat, move, and charge again into a fresh target, so it looks like they're heading off towards that objective and the last of the Dire Avengers. So just come around to the other side of the board, you can see where they are. They're on the objective already and look poised to sweep in against the Dire Avengers. So dangerous stuff here for the Necrons. They're far from defeated at this very early stage. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. Strands of Fate, if I've not mentioned it already, is 2 saves, 2 wound rolls available here for the Eldar for this battle round, but Mike's about to shoot. Alright, Silent King to go first. Firepower, can just about see the Dire Avengers across here, catching the back of the unit, so some firepower to go into them. And obviously the triarchal Manure.
Manure, yeah, it's going to go into this.
Going into the Wraith Lord. Yeah. Soften him up, fair enough.
2s. Yeah.
Okay.
Strength 12.
3s to wound.
Is a invuln, hasn't he?
No.
No.
Techno Oracular Targeting. How interesting. Well, the wound comes straight through for a CP. AP minus. I think it's 4, isn't it? Yeah, nothing I can do about it.
6 damage.
No way. God. We'll take the wounds then. -1, so 5 wounds taken. Drop it down to 3. Okay, here we go. Scepter of Eternal Glory. This is going into the...
Everything that he's left is going to...
Oh, right, okay. Dire Avengers is the target.
Hit on 2s. Reroll 1s for himself. Strength 8.
2s to wound.
-3, 2 damage.
Invuln saves. Passed 1. So, a casualty taken. We'll go here. This is the 9 shots, I'm guessing, now from the other weapon. Yeah, so those can come in.
So, hitting on 2s, reroll 1s. Strength 6.
Okay, 2s to wound again. Ouch. 6.
-2, 1 damage.
5 pluses. Yeah, past 2. Bang on average. 4 more casualties taken, so it's halved in size, that squad. Let's mark them up for morale and take these away. They are soft. Dire Avengers are soft. They can get taken down quite quick. 5+ invuln save a massive help, though. A big improvement compared to what they were before. Voltaic Staff next. Going into the Dire Avengers.
So they all hit with 2 extra hits.
Yes, pops extras, yeah. This is the relic.
So, strength 6.
2s to wound. Dire Avengers in trouble. Ah, superb. Could be 2 damage a time, I think, maybe.
Yeah, it's -2, 2 damage.
5 pluses. Big roll hit. Need to get some. Exarch's still alive. Sheesh, man. Oops, Daisy. Let's keep him alive. 9 casualties. Morale's going to be a problem for sure. But 1 Exarch remains defiantly alive on that objective.
So that's all the shooting, charging.
Right, okay. Shooting's finished. Charges, there's a number of options available for the Necrons here. They are far from defeated, looking stronger now. So in the Wraiths go, should be easy peasy. 11, they'll swarm that target. And then, yeah, Lich Guard should be able to bring down that Wraith Lord just with 3 wounds left. And then they go on 6. Okay, so 2 charges going ahead. Necron smashing through the centre at this point. Yeah, Necron's looking good here. There's 2 combats where they should do well. Just for the danger of interrupt play, I've got 3 CP, so Mike's going to fight first with the Lich Guard. They're rerolling their wounds, and we've got a combo going on here to boost up the strength. You're going to go for that option to give them... Right, okay, so they're going to go up to strength 8.
Brings them to strength 6. The dynasty I'm in, because I charge, gives me plus
+1 strength, yes, okay.
And then the disruption fields for another one.
Gotcha, I see how you've done it right. It's managed to push up to strength 8. That's exceptionally useful. Okay, Mike's gone for a combination here to make them strength 8. Base of 5 +1 strength for the swords is strength 6. Disruption field strength 7. And then the is the protocol the dynasty you're running?
Protocol Hungry Void.
Okay, +1 strength as well. So strength 8. And rerolling wounds. Should see the Wraith Lord brought down. It's only damage 1 coming through because of his ability, so...
Yeah, because of my will be done, they're hitting on 2s.
Nice.
It may be a bit of overkill, but...
Unit 10 Lich Guard is a unit to be feared for sure. 2s.
No minus to hit them.
No. Is it? Yeah. It's a good number of 1s, but still lots of hits have come through. Loads. This Wraith Lord's going to go. Force to wound.
Yeah, reroll on because of the king.
There's a good few. How many wounds have I got left? 3. Here's 6. He's gone. So if you've done 6, easily done 6, now he's going to go. Does he lash out as he's brought down? No, he doesn't. Alright, so Wraith Lord destroyed. So Lich Guard are going to sit where they are. Next is Wraiths making their attacks into the Dire Avengers. This is their attacks. These are blessed as well, sitting on 3s. So my will be done can be done twice from...
Yes, with him, yeah.
Yeah, no, makes sense that you can. 2s to wound.
2s.
Again, it'd be a miracle to keep these alive. It's a good counter-attack here from the Necrons. Yeah, oh, they're going to go. Yeah, gone.
Yeah.
Plus his other dice to come. So Dire Avengers, there's 3 of them left, so they can be removed from play. There is a consolidation available with these Wraiths. They may even go a bit further than 3, I'm not sure. Probably not, but they might do. Okay, target destroyed. It's good work here from the Necrons. Claiming the centre of the table for sure.
Yeah,
Of him, for possibly using his ability to reanimate another one of those and the ability to reanimate a model from that squad. Right, poised and in a strong position here with the Necrons, looking good. They've destroyed 2 targets in close combat and dominate the centre of the board, Silent King, and almost right in the middle, so healthy enough. Alright, so turn 2 comes to an end for the Necrons here. Rao has had to burn here to try and keep this no man's land occupied. This the objective across here, because it's the only one we're holding on to here, and it's going to cost us 4 points next turn if we don't. So I've burnt 2 CP to keep him alive and on that objective. As to how long he'll last, we'll have to see. Points coming in for Mike. He's dumped 1 card. No extras for secondaries coming through. Grind them down. Potentially will come through here. 3 points picked up, or 3 units destroyed. I've got to try and equal or beat that, which is unlikely, and then hold the line active as well. Totaling the points up, 15 points to Mike at this stage. He does go ahead slightly. 13 points to the Eldar. I've got a turn in hand. They need to do something. Necron's looking strong in the middle. Eldars do have units at their disposal, so we will see what they can do. We'll go on to their turn 2 next. Okay, so movement's done. Secondary is drawn. Deploy teleport Homer. No retreat, no surrender, and attempting target. Mike selected that objective across there, which is virtually impossible to get to. Moving across here with the Wraith Lord. Then Banshees pushing up, advancing. Jains are advancing. I'm going to try and get them into combat across here against the Wraiths as quickly as possible. Wraith Knight shifted across. I'm just going to dance around and shoot with that thing. It's the best way to use it. Bikers shifting across here, making use of this terrain. They can count as infantry and get pluses to their armour save. And then survival across here for this last Dire Avenger Exarch. That's movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. To the Exarch across here, into the Wraiths. Reroll single 1 for BR10. Bonus hit comes through. I'll try and win. 2 come through. -2, so either way it's invuln saves, yeah, 2 of them. Just damage 1. Double 6 in defiance. Pistols here into the Wraiths. Reroll that one for BL10. 2 wounds come through, -2, so 4 pluses. Yeah. A wound caused. Okay. Jane's Astriskel. 2s. 3s. 3 more saves of 4 plus. Just trying to chip away at these Wraiths. 2 wounds come through. Okay. Only 3 wounds each. I thought there were 4. Reanimation time. No, right, model removed. It'll make our charge stretch, but we've got to try and do something about these Wraiths to bring them down. Yeah, got a little bit of a plan. We're just flicking through the rules to see what can be done. I reckon if I can kill one of those Wraiths, we can scrub the Lookout Sir that's protecting him. He's not a monster. We don't think he can be used to block, because I think it's an infantry unit over a certain size, 3 models or more, or a unit of 3 models or more, so they're currently blocking. Or a monster, which she doesn't have the keyword for, which is a surprise. Or a vehicle, which is not. I take it he's not a vehicle.
Oh, he is.
He is a vehicle. Righty-ho, in which case he will protect him. Okay, so that's that idea out the window. In fact, the only option... No, it's still open. What I could do is fire across here with those, take down a Wraith, and fire from this direction with the Wraith Lord at him, and catch him at that angle. But from this angle here with him, the closest model would be the Silent King. So I think we can still work it. We'll think about this and decide what to do. We'll give this a go. We'll go scatter lasers first of all. So we're looking for 3s. We'll go for this one. Yeah, we'll reroll. Nope. Yeah, we do. Okay, because we're on 2s. Alright. Looking for 3s to wound. Because we're strength 6. 12 saves. 12 saves. Eldar have come up with a crafty plan, much to Mike's dislike here. Well, let him roll up here. So Eldar trying to work their way in to the Necron HQ choices here. Got 1. That's it. Alright, 1 wound on 1, and every time I kill one though, it's making my charge distances greater and greater, which is a problem, but it's not too bad. Alright, so then it declares sniper rifles against them as well. So we do get our hits. 666 would be handy. Nothing at all. Looking for 5s to wound. Alright, but they've done their job. Sniping from such distance away. I had to put a Wraith almost gone because of reanimation. Sorry. Go ahead. 5 pluses. You never pass them, Mike, don't worry. Maybe there's always a first time. So we're looking at Nicholas Lucas. Adeptus Mechanicus player.
Yes.
So if anyone's good at reconstruction, it's them. Yeah, no, not for Necrons though, they won't touch them. Alright, so no reanimation takes place. The Wraiths are down to 2 left. Alright, so Wraith Lord. I'm going to go ambitious on this one. I should be alright. I've got 2 Bright Lances, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Shuriken weapons into here. That should be fine. 2 Bright Lances. 1 Bright Lance to go into him. Take the risk. And then 1 Bright Lance to go into the King. Is the plan. We have to go Hyper Patronic here on this one. So we'll go for a friend. Who is on the side of the Eldar? Serg, I think. We'll see. 3s here. This is the first Bright Lance going through against the Technomancer. 3 plus. BL10.
Ooh.
Ah, yeah. God, why? Ah. I would have wounded with a strand. I had it all lined up. Strand of Fate would have gone straight through, bypassed the armor.
Never split.
Never split. Yeah, lesson learned. Naughty, naughty. Don't do it again. Gah. 2 rolls of 3+ is what I needed and didn't get it. Oh, on a patronic dice as well. Oh, agony, absolute agony that is. Right, we'll just carry on. We'll carry on. We'll do 1 shot into the Silent King. We'll go Paul Cook. We'll turn to the Imperium here. That's what the Eldar do in desperation. I should have done that before. 6 is a hit. 3's to wound. Strength 8. Come on. So I'm going to command reroll this one. All right, it goes through. Now, Mike's on a 4+ here on this protective triangular thing. 4 pluses on a single dice. Samuel Penaneri. 4+. It's a huge roll. No. You got? Is that a CP? Is that available? 4+ to keep it alive. Because the weight here is that if Mike fails this, this thing's firepower can go straight onto the man himself.
So I wanna CP up.
50-50. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So you can be removed from play. Away it goes. Okay. I know, I got it ringing in my ears. Don't split fire, but I am tempted to split fire across here. Oh boy, the Silent King, because I think... I'll do it. No, I've got a bit of shuriken to do first. So, 2 hits. Toughness 5, yeah, 1 wound. 1 wound -1, so 1 save and 4+ on the Wraiths. Okay, alright, so a wound taken. Alrighty then, so really what we have left is the man himself. This is me saying I can split fire. I can't, because coming from this direction he's sheltered by him. So we will have to put all of our shots into the Silent King. Here we go. This is the second opportunity. It's Michael Fry in command, Phoenix Lord. So we'll go... Imperial Firepower's been helpful. We'll turn to a die-hard Imperial player, Andrew Swan, for the number of shots. I'm sure the Ultramarines would love to... Yeah, they would. They'd love to kill the Silent King. Yeah, okay, average this time. 3 shots. Threes. Failed with 2. I can't be alternate. I'll take that hit though and turn it into a wound straight away. So you can go straight onto a save of 4+. Blocked. Oh. This is what a torment he is. The Silent King, I mean. Well done. Good dice. Good dice rolling from Mike. Oh boy, right. Shooting phase not quite finished. The scatter lasers do as well. There'll be 12 shots here. So if we can put a few tings into the Silent King. So we're looking for 3s. Wraith Knight's always been a tricky one, always been infuriating to use here. It does have high potential. We're looking for 5s to wound, I believe. Strength 6, toughness 7. 4 saves of 3+. Pick off a wound that will probably be regenerated next turn, but yikes. 4 wounds taken. Yeah, okay, damage heavy from scatter lasers. That's very interesting. It's exceptionally interesting, actually. High volume, medium caliber is dangerous in 40k, starting to notice. Scatter lasers are particularly effective. We've seen them across here. I'm planning potentially in the new list to run 6 Wind Riders, all with scatter lasers, churning out a ton of shots. And that might well prove quite useful on the battlefield. Just forcing the opponent to use regular armor saves and just chip away wounds seems to be quite effective. Dropping down to 12 wounds left. Alright, so we're going to charges here at close combat, hopefully, if these charges go ahead. Alright, charges have gone ahead. Banshees have made it in, so too did Jane Czar. Needed the command reroll, but she's made it into close combat against the Wraiths. The intent is to try and bring them down if we can. There is the invuln save to get past, but there's a lot of attacks to come through. So, yeah. That's about it. That's what we can do. Alright, so we'll resolve these combats. So we'll turn to the Exarch first of all. 10 attacks, may as well. 3s to hit. Any kind of shutdown or anything going on? Nothing at all, no minuses. So 3s are good. I'll re-roll this one for BL10. Nice. We'll put one of those through as a wound straight away with one of my fate dice. Then we're going to try and wound here on 5s. Alright, so adding that one in, that's 4 in total. Make minus 3. So 4 plus invulnerable saves. These are damage 2 each time. So interesting. Okay, so that's going to slay that wounded model.
Yeah.
So that's the end of him. I need to do the rest of the Banshee attacks to see if the lone model survives. So we have 7 times 3. Needing 3s. Take away those. One. This is alright. This is good. Oh boy. We're on +1 to the wound rolls on the charge. How interesting. So we're on 4s to wound. Might have to check the footage back here, but we might get the wipeout anyway. I think we might. There's 7 saves to make that. Let Mike roll these up, and then we'll check back on the footage to see if there's any extra mirror sword saves to make. +1 to the wound rolls is so useful against higher targets. Banshees are experts in close combat. They have taken out that Wraith's gun. Alright, we've got the wipeout. Target destroyed. So Banshees fanning out, pushing forwards to protect Jane Czar. That's how that's worked. Who's on the Wraiths? Zerg. Yeah, Phoenix Law brought down as well. Banshees are dangerous in close combat. They're a nightmare. They shut down targets. They take the edge off the opponent's attacks, and they can strike nastily in close combat as well. +1 to the wound rolls is fantastic. Their swords are pretty effective. Alright, so combat's resolved across the board. This game's hard to call here. Both sides are causing damage. Units dwindling for both armies, which is not so good for games where you're trying to perform multiple to get points for multiple secondaries. So it's tough here, trying to keep the points flowing in. Both armies have to concentrate on destroying each other as well, which they certainly are doing. But the Silent King does remain alive. We'll watch with interest to see what he does on turn 3, the middle stage of the game coming up for the Necrons. We'll calculate points next for the Eldar. Okay, secondaries we've struggled. No retreat, no surrender could happen, so we've left that one in play. We've dumped the other 2. There's nothing else picked up. A kill point was picked up. 7 points as well for primaries. So we're looking at 21 points to the Eldar. They've kept the points coming in, but Mike has achieved 2 further secondaries, pushing him up to 25 points. Necrons do have the lead. They've got a turn in hand here, a chance for them to strike out at the Eldar. We're protecting Jane Czar as much as we can. We've got a Wraith Lord pushing up behind. Whether this amount of stuff can withstand the Silent King, we shall have to see. Plus, the other conundrum for the Silent King is the Wraith Knight still very much alive, untouched at this stage. We'll go on to turn 3 for the Necrons next. Alright, so turn 3 for the Necrons, plenty going on. It's going after Jane Czar and the Banshees across here. As you can see why I was trying to bring the Technomancer. He's resurrected one of those infernal things again back into play to help protect the King, who's restored 2 wounds back onto himself because of your constant protocol, to give +1 to living metal. Lichguard pushing forwards as well. They may well be able to get a charge through the barrels across here against the Banshees if there's any of them left standing after the shooting phase. Technomancer has moved up on top, or continues to stay on top. Then the Scarabs, you can see them off in the distance. They've actually helped to fulfill a secondary. So, yeah, which card was it? So, usually, raise the banner. I reckon the Scarabs can. Correct us if we're wrong. It says, if when a secondary mission is generated, there are no infantry units or units with the objective secured ability. So, remember Mike's trait. Units gain objective secured. I reckon that the Scarabs would get it, and therefore they count as objective secured, in which case, in this instance here, they can raise the banner and perform this action. We've checked the rules. We could be wrong on that one. It may be the case that beasts perhaps can't, or there may be some other restriction, but we've checked and can't see any reason why they can't. Usually what stops them from doing it is they're not infantry, but in this particular case, it says objective secured units can perform this action as well. So we'll let that one go ahead. Let us know in the comment section if you think otherwise or know otherwise. Capture enemy outpost, defend stronghold, the other 2 secondaries in play. Movement's done. hyper concentration around here. This is where the battle will be decided. The points picked up as well. 4 points holding on to the no man's land objective. 3 points for home objective, the one across there, the Necron warriors. Just sitting around, minding their own business. Very quiet part of the table. Perhaps for the entire game. We'll see. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Strains of Fate, by the way, for the Eldar. An advanced roll, 2 charge rolls, and a hit roll. Just the way it worked out. Okay, so shooting phase next. So this thing here, the triarchial thing, will go into the Wraith Lord.
So
It's 2s, isn't it? Yeah, go ahead. That'll do.
Is it an influence save?
Nothing. It's going to do it again. Oh, it's so annoying. Techno-ocular targeting. Yeah, fair enough. I'm planning to use it for my Necron force. So fair's fair. Well done. So it goes straight through.
6, reduced to 5 now.
5 damage taken. Yeah. Dropping to 3. Oh, it's crazy. Okay. Right. Yes. Them and them. Yeah, all right, fair enough. I can do it. Right, okay, so what's happened is Mike's played my will be done on himself. -1 to hit the benches, cancelled out, so it's back up to 2s again. All the small arms fight, all the infantry firepower, the softer stuff's going to go into the benches. But it's not too soft, but it's not as powerful as them things.
Eternal Glory hitting on Tuesday, isn't it?
It's great to have the Silent King featuring on the channel, and what a presence he has made.
So 2.
Yes.
3,
5 up in fun saves. None. 2 benches scream out in agony as they're slain. 2 of them gone. He's trying to clear the screen here to get through to Jane.
Staff of Stars.
Rerolling 1s for himself. Is there anything he can't do?
And then 2s again.
2s to wound. 7. 5 ups we need. 5 ups we get a couple. 5 more casualties. Well, that's not wiped out the squad, but it's cleared the Lookout Sir ability for sure. 1 Exarch remains. Morale will be a problem, especially when she sees 10 Lich Guard heading towards her with butcher's blades drawn. I took her away. No, she wanted to go. We'll leave where she is. All right, so the Exarch remains. Yeah, Voltaic staff into Jane's Tsar. This is a good shooting weapon. -1 to hit though. Balls. And no 6s. Go ahead, yeah. Is he core? Maybe he's not.
I'm pretty sure.
Unless the Silent King grants reroll 1s just to everything, like Dynasty units. But doesn't matter. We'll move on. We'll leave that one because there's no significance here. It missed anyway. She's toughness 4.
Strength 6, so 3s.
Yeah. Okay. Right, so 2 saves here of 4+ to try and stop this damage. Alright, we've blocked 1, so we'll take 2 wounds. Yeah, 2 wounds taken on Jane Tsar. She's starting to take damage now. Alright, so firepower I think is finished. 2 wounds on Jane Tsar in the end. We'll go on to... We'll go on to charges next. Alright, charges have gone ahead. Jane Tsar's on her own here, surrounded by 10 Lich Guard, the Silent King. God, you've got to give her marks out of 10 for bravery here. Or 4 marks for bravery. Well done to her. She can't be killed either. She can only take 3 wounds, despite what Mike has thrown in. But the idea is to wrap and trap her in so that she can't get out of there. If I had the CP, I could do the 2 CP strategy and actually pull out a close combat. That's possible, but I don't have the CP to do it even at the start of my next turn. So she is well and truly stuck in that combat, which means tactically I can't fire into it here. So it's going to be a turn with the Silent King. Cannot be shot at. Crucially, it's so huge, that result. So good play from Mike, good tactical play from him. We'll attack with the Silent King. A chance to see him in action in close combat here. So it's -1 attack from him, from Jane, and -1 to hit rolls, which then is cancelled out because he's blessed himself.
So 2s.
2s.
4 hit.
Yep. Surely it's 2s to wound. Probably.
Yeah, strength 11.
That'll do. Okay, 5. I'll just roll this quickly. We're just looking for... That's it. I'll take 3 wounds. You're another tricky one here. I'm not sure what the exact answer is to this one. So, Silent King shuts down units, forces them to fight last. So does Jane Czar. Even if she hasn't charged with her Terror's Lament, it means that units have to fight last. But those two powers are cancelling each other out. The way we're going to play it is because the Lich Guard have charged, we'll let them fight first here in this instance. We reckon that's the way to resolve it, but that's a tricky one. If you know the answer to that one, leave it in the comments section. But Mike's free to make his attacks now. Because Jane Czar's taken a maximum amount of wounds, Mike will use as many models as possible just to try and take out the Banshee Exarch. She's, I did say Jane was on her own, but she's not. There is a fighting companion across there, still alive for the next few seconds. So not all of them can fight. 6 of them can. -1 to the hit rolls. -1 attack because of Jane. 3s. Is he granting reroll 1s?
Only 2 wound, because it's reroll 1s to shoot, reroll.
Oh, for shooting, gotcha.
Wounds in the fight phase.
1s, yeah, okay. 2s to wound. Reroll 1s. Oh, this Banshee Exarch's gonna go. There's 5. Gone. Okay, Exarch destroyed. It's helped me out a little bit. No retreat, no surrender. I was worried about failing morale with the Exarch, but Mike's done a mercy killing on her and she's gone. And it'll help me pick up 5 victory points. So what can you do? You've got to kill him. So she's gone. It would have been handy to strike out there with the mirror swords against those Lich Guard. We haven't. We'll fight with Jane. I think surely we must go against the Silent King. Duh. Oh boy. Yeah, well, dear. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, we'll fight against the... Yeah, we'll fight against the Lich Guard. Okay. Looking for 3s to wound. 2 saves. 2 invulnerable saves here against the Lich Guard. Failed 1. 2 damage. Are they 2? They're 3.
2 wounds each.
Alright, okay. 2 wounds each. Yeah, reanimation protocols and 5+. Almost. That's it. Combat's resolved. It's gone well here for the Necrons. Still very, very strong around here. Not too much the Eldar can do. We'll go on to the next turn, but we'll calculate points next. Yeah, the gap starts to widen. Necrons surging ahead. 43 points to them, 26 to the Eldar. So we traded in the secondary. Mike then picked up kill point against the Banshees. And then 2 more secondaries coming through. It's another 10 points plus points coming through for objectives being held. I guess the Eldar have got a turn where they're going to pick up 7 points. So that will help. But that's been a deadly blow here. It's a bit close enough game, this one, though. Both sides are doing well here in this battle. Damage is heavy. But both the Silent King and the Wraith Knight are still alive. A little bit redundant this turn, though. We'll go on to turn 3 for the Eldar next. Okay, so we're on turn 3 for the Eldar. Cards drawn, grind them down, assassination, area denial. None of those are really doable except assassination, which is unlikely, but we'll give it a go. We can't shoot into combat, so we're going to try and go for the charge here. This Titanic stuff going on. So swung him around and restored D3, roll a 3 again. So back up to 6 with the Wraith Lord. Wraith Knight's going to try and go in as well. Just try and tip the combat in our favour against the Silent King. If he goes down, Eldar in a better position. Sat with those. Tucked away with him. That's it. We're going to shooting phase next, which will consist of 3 sniper rifles against the Cryptek. 2s. A 666 would help to bring him down. Okay, we'll cause a mortal wound, and then a save of AP -1.
5 pops.
5+. Blocks that one, well done. Okay, and then he'll shrug that off and repair, no problem. Shooting phase finished. Jane Czar can't fire anything into combat. Her weapon is an assault weapon, so we'll go on to charges next. Right, they've both gone in. I use strands on both, so put the Wraith Lord in, no problem. Put the Wraith Knight also in, roll a 6 as well on top of the 6 already for Strands of Fate. So that's no problem, thankfully, for Strands of Fate. So situation, again, this is open for discussion here. We reckon we're going to fight first to these 2 charging units because Everyone's shutting everybody down in that current combat. So everyone's fighting last. Because everybody's fighting last, because Jane Czar's shutting down all the Necron stuff. The Silent King's shutting down all my stuff. But then we'll treat it as a normal close combat because everything's cancelled out, in which case chargers fight first, which is these two. Then, after that, it'll be the player whose turn it's not will fight, which will be one of Mike's units, which he'll choose, and then our fight if Jane's still alive, blah, 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 blah. So that's the way we're going to go. So we're going to go for the Wraith Lord first. Yes, we're going to go for the Wraith Lord. 4 attacks. I'm going to fight with 3. I'm going to use my last strands for an auto hit, or a hit of a 6, and roll these 3 up, needing 3s. Okay, well that's good. We're going to try and wound on 3s. But no CP, so we're going to just go for the straight up roll. Can't complain. 3 have gone through. It's now down to Mike and his invuln saves on 4 pluses. There's a few Patreons left to help out. Alright, a lot of them are Imperial players. There's a few Xenos. Peter Almo, undeclared.
Nope.
No. Oh, that damage is 3 plus a D3.
Well, you need to roll D3.
5 damage. That shield thing's still alive. Just checking the number of wounds.
Nope.
Is it gone?
Yep.
Oh boy, it is 5 wounds. Away it goes again.
Nice left. 3.
2. Scott Costello. No. And the last one. The artist falling on his Veej. Veej! No! Oof, right. The Silent King takes 6 damage all of a sudden. That's going to put him on 8 wounds. Plus 2d3. Plus another 4. Yeesh. Ouch. Wraith Lord. Alright. So, 4 wounds left on the Silent King. That's crazy damage coming from that Wraith Lord. Fair play to him. 5 attacks now with the Wraith Knight. It's only 2 damage at a time, but we've just got to get 2 successes here. 3s for hits. Oh, just as it's needed. 3s to wound. Just as it's needed. Oh, come on, it's a full house. AP -2, so we're going to drop to 4 plus invulnerable saves. 5 of them. 2 Patreons to help out. Oh, this is so bad. Marcus Anthony blocked. So going to stick with Marcus Anthony. No, goes through. He teeters with 2 wounds left. What's this one? Well, here, Drew Gums, the last Patreon.
I'm tempted to keep him for the explosion.
Okay, right, the explosion. Blocked. There's 2 left.
2 left.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stick with him. Yep.
Blocked.
Last
Please no. Oh, he's gone through. Okay. Come on, reroll. Oh, he's been silenced for good. Silent King has gone. Sheesh, man. And all these things aren't even alive. They're Wraith constructs against Silent Kings. Ugh, grisly stuff going on here. This is complete Xenos. Imperial players, switch off. This is not for your eyes. This is Xenos on Xenos. Oh, crazy stuff. Oh, hang on. Celebrating too early. Does he blow up? Oh, he doesn't blow up. Oh, boy, yeah, Mike went for the reroll there just to see, but you can't reroll, but he wanted to just throw the dice again. We'll untangle this mess here. It's humongous. For a 1500 point game, this is a crazy close combat. But Silent King finally succumbs to Eldar units in close combat. Wraith Lord was the one that paved the way, though. Fantastic attacks and damage coming through from him. 10 damage caused by the Wraith Lord. Alright, so just checking the rules again, because we wondered if the situation had changed with the loss of the Silent King, but his ability is conferred at the start of the fight phase. So I reckon it still shuts Jane Czar down. Her ability is conferred whilst a unit is within range of her. So, but it doesn't matter. If it goes down to normal combat, in which case it would be the Lich Guard to fight first, because it's my turn at the moment, and Mike picks a unit first to fight after the charges. So, Lich Guard to fight Jane Czar, 1 wound required. It's my turn to make some 4+. So there's some... They're not... Well, there's 8 of them attacking. So 2 attacks each. 16 attacks. Hitting on 3s because of the +1, then -1. Okay. 3s to wound. Come on, Jane. I've not seen that many 1s in a long, long time. That's ridiculous. 7 out of 9 1s. Just as you lose the reroll 1's ability to wound. It's like it built up a big store of 1s, just came bursting out. That's great. That's insane. Oh dear, Snake Eyes strikes again with those. God dear me. So I've got 2 saves to make a 4+.
Yes.
It will ruin his day if I make 2 4+, because that'll be the absolute insult here. And could well seal the game. First one, non-patronic pure Xenos. Yeah. No, I brought Snake Eyes as well. We've brought balance to the force.
So out of 11.
11 dice, yeah. 9 1s. Ah, dear me. No CP to try and resurrect Jane Eva, which is a shame. So there's nothing I can do. I rolled dice for no reason. Yes, don't know why I rolled that. She's gone. Just felt I had to roll some kind of dice. That's Amy Almo, one of the Phoenix Lords. Or Lordesses or Baronesses, but she's gone. Amy Almo removed from play. Noble fighting, though, from Jane Czar, as per usual in the games featuring the Eldar, so good work from her, but she's gone. Lichguard can consolidate if they want to tap in to the Wraith Lord. They're not. They're going to sit on the objective, which they well and truly have claimed. But momentous stuff here at this point in the battle. Oh, boy. Eldar, the game swung back round in their favour. It definitely has. Some crazy dice rolls, some ridiculous results coming through. It could have gone either way, but in this particular instance, it's gone the way of the Eldar. And I've got a Wraith Knight with not a scratch on it. How bizarre. Yeah, scoreline, the Eldar have caught up here, but they're not ahead. It's very tight. 39 points to the Eldar, 43 points to the Necrons. They're just ahead. But we'll see what happens. Eldar may have more units at their disposal. Max, it's going to be his turn, so we could see an avalanche charge here from the Lichguard. They are potent enough in close combat. We'll see. They're quite on their own now. There is the Cryptek still alive as well. That's about it. Well, I don't know. There's some Necrons over there anchoring objective. The Scarab's over there helping to hold a no man's land objective. So tactically, Mike not in too much trouble. He will keep those points flowing in for primaries, no problem. So we'll go on to turn 4 for the Necrons. This game's still not resolved. The secondaries to be drawn. We've dumped our other spare ones. We'll draw 3 fresh cards on our next turn. But we'll hand over to the Necrons now to see what they can do. Alright, so movement done for the Necrons here on turn 4. 7 points picked up for primaries. Lichguard surging ahead, forming up their shields into a line, and then jumping down with the Cryptek. Scarabs on the move here. They can fly, so they've gone straight over the pipes towards the... I knew you'd be in trouble at some point, but they've gone straight into the Lone Diet Avenger. That's movement done. Shooting. Yes, there is some. Next. Secondaries, by the way. Storm hostile objective, which will work out nicely across here. Blood and guts and no prisoners. Yeah, 4 shots. 6s are great. This is against the Wraith Lord. 2 hits.
Strength 6.
5s. Oh, nothing. Okay, shooting done. Charges next. Alright, so charges going ahead here. Lichguard have wrapped around the Wraith Lord, so they'll make their attacks. None of them. 1 won't be in. Mike holding him back just to try and offer some protection to the Cryptek. Not gone into the Wraith Knight here, by the way, just the Wraith Lord.
So 3s.
Yep, no shutdown here, full amount of attacks. 1s and 2s are misses. There's lots of them. But still, the weight of attacks come through. There's loads. Okay. And then 5s to wound. Okay. I think Necrons have this battle, but it's tight. We'll see. The next few combats will determine what's going on. Oh, you've done well. Oh, you've done all right.
4, 6.
6. Minus what?
3.
Minus 3. I need 6s. Desperately need 6s. I've got 1. One wound left. And don't have a bracket, so we'll fight at full effect here. So we will swing. No, we won't. We've got this one to do. Alright. This is the Scarabs fighting. I can see some auto wounds. There's 4 of them. I'm just going to roll those up quick. Take him off, he's gone. Goodbye. Exarch. He's removed from play. So cleared him off of a no man's land objective. That's annoying because that's just cost us 4 victory points. And Mike has continued to secure a no man's land objective. It's a good tactical play. I'm going to swing back with the Wraith Lord. 3s. BL10. 3s. All of them. What a hero he is.
4.
Yeah. Each failure is a kill. Blocked half. Bang on average. 2 Lich Guards slain. 4 dice to resurrect. Yay, got one. Alright, so 1 resurrects, so just 1 model slain in total. Alright, so 1 secondary was achieved. Storm hostile objective across here. A kill point was picked up as well, so that's like a 6-point haul coming in from those, so well done. Pushing Mike up to 49 points to 39. He's got a 10-point lead here. Eldar have a turn, but we'll lose 4 points because of this. We'll pick up 3 for the home objective, but that's about it. Depends what cards are drawn. About to draw 3. This game could be decided by the secondaries. We'll see. We'll go on to turn 4 for the Eldar. Alright, so cards here on turn 4. Defend stronghold, investigate site, bring it down. Wraith Knight has walked across enemy models 12 inches, not jumping but moving, striding across with his big long gangly legs. Wraith Lord stuck in close combat. Holding position with these, picked up 3 points for holding the home objective. I was going to move out with them, but defend stronghold will sit where we are to pick up points for that. So there are some secondaries we could potentially do. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Alright, shooting phase resolved. 1 Lich Guard slain. That was from the Bright Lances firing. It's a monster firing into close combat. All the firepower here from the Wraith Knight. Took out 3 bases of Scarabs. Firepower from here took out 2 more. Just 1 remains. Are they affected by morale? Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, if Mike rolls a 6, so he should be fine. We'll see. Last time I said that, he rolled a 6. Shooting phase done. It's good from the Eldar, but it may come too little too late. We'll go on to charges next. Right, so charged him with both. Here we go, Wraith Knight. Lean 3s. Just as we need it. 111. 2 hits come through. I'll take a wound with the help of the Strands of Fate and try and wound on a 2. Yes. 2. Go through. AP minus 2.
Goes to 6 ups.
2 6-ups. You'll die unless you roll a 6.
So I need 1 6.
You do. Breathe. Okay. 2 wounds taken, which you'll reanimate or repair next turn. Necrons. I feel it now. It's only fair. Played Necrons, used Necrons so many times, driven players absolutely bonkers. And it's a bitter medicine for sure, but he lives. Oh, he survives. That's so annoying. Okay. It's my turn, so it's Mike's turn to fight. Pick a unit, which will be the Lich Guard. Okay.
3s.
Yeah, not blessed. 3s. Oh, 1s and 2s. 5s. Just the 3.
Yeah, it's minus 3.
Minus 3. Oh, I need a double 6. Yeah, he's gone. He died. He blows up.
Oh.
He exhibits tremendous. He dies with dignity here. No, he doesn't blow up at all. He's just removed from play. He just slumps. The life force removed. The empty shell. Well, he was an empty shell before, but a sort of spiritless shell slumps to the ground to be occupied by something else in the future, but he's gone. Perhaps pushed over backwards across the barrels or across the pipes here. But the Wraith Lord finally succumbs to the Lich Guard. Good fighting from them. That's Lucas Brown's squad. Phoenix Lord. There's a few Phoenix Lords left. Lucas Brown's squad's still alive there. Michael Fry is still alive on the Wraith Knight, still untouched at this point in the game. And then Longbow BB here with the snipers. Turn finish, there's hardly anything left on the board. We'll calculate points. Scoreline's tight, 47 points to 49. Necron's still in the lead, but only by 2 points. We picked up Defend Stronghold. We picked up 3 points for primaries as well. Mike will still get 4 plus 3. That's very, very good. Eldar next time will only get 3, so it's only secondaries they're depending on here. We've dumped one of the others and we've kept Bring It Down, which is the Cryptek across here. So those wounds can disappear, can't they? Start of your turn. Right, away those wounds will go, and Mike may well form some kind of bodyguard or circle wagon thing to protect the Cryptek, just to stop the Wraith Knight from destroying him. That's it. We'll go on to turn 5. The last turn of the game. It has to go to turn 5 to get a result here. We'll see who can win. It should be the Necrons, but we'll see what happens. Turn 5 to them next. Right, turn's actually finished. Backing out and surrounding him as predicted. Scooting across here with the Scarab base. Area Denial picked up. 2 points, I believe. And that's it. Cards dumped or kept, it doesn't matter. The turn's over there for the Necrons. So that'll give them their score. Yeah, 61-47 is the score. 7 points picked up for primaries and 5 points picked up for area denial. It's actually 5 points for that, not 2. We were thinking of investigate site, so well done to the little Scarab swarm. And that's it. Yep. Turn finished. So turn comes to an end. We'll go on to turn 5 for the Eldar. We'll see what points come in for them. And second, it all depends on the secondaries, but still 57, 61. Yeah, maybe. We'll keep going here with the Eldar to get a final score. So on turn 5 for the Eldar, overwhelming firepower. Impossible, virtually impossible. I think we've got a result here. For this size game, I'd need to kill them, him, and that. Bring it down. I've got to try and get to him. It's virtually impossible. And Blood and Guts, close combat. Need to kill 3 units in close combat. That's impossible as well. So I do think that we have a result here. Maybe resolve a bit of firepower, but I don't think it's going to work. Firepower resolved, 3 Lich Guard. It's hopeless. There's almost no point in doing it. But we fired this stuff across here, firepower from here, but still he's protected. Close combat's going to be a waste of time. I just don't have the ability to clear all those Lich Guard out of the way. I can't reach him in close combat, so it's going to stop me from bring it down. Overwhelming firepower, impossible. Trying to destroy 3 units, impossible here. So that stops the points from coming through. No further wipeouts here for the Eldar. So give you the final score as the Necrons do have victory, but not by much, but we'll give you a final score. Yeah, so scores calculated here. 25 points for primaries in total for me. Starved of that central no man's land objective proved quite crucial in this game. Secondaries, not too bad, but 5's quite low. So 50 points in total. Necrons, Mike picked up more for secondaries. Just a bit more than me, helped in that regard. And then also more primary objectives helped as well. It was a tough, close fight, but managing to get enough points through to get past the Eldar. 68 points, actually some margin in the end between the two sides. So Necrons on their debut with the Silent King, Mike has led them to victory against the Eldar, but it was a close run thing for sure. We'll think about units of the game next for both sides. All right, number of contenders for units of the game. An honourable mention to these, they're quite useful in the battle, very useful, decent firepower from them, just holding on to the objective. Wraith Knight did okay. Going to give it to the Wraith Lords though. Both were quite good. Good shooting from this one. Good shooting and good in close combat with the other. Coming across and dishing out 10 wounds against the Silent King was very significant in the battle. So Wraith Lords get it. Useful enough units on the battlefield. For Mike, a number of units. Honourable mention to the Lich Guard. Absolute solid unit on the battlefield. So hard to try and get through them. So a fantastic bodyguard unit. And bodyguarding right to the end of the game. Helping the Necrons to achieve victory. Protecting units there to stop me from getting points for assassination and bring it down. So good work from them. So Lichguard, honourable mention to them. The Silent King was very, very good, but it's going to go to the Technomancer. If he's allowed to do it, the ability to restore models to play, helping to bring back the floating thing that I still haven't pronounced properly in the game, the triarchal just restored, destroyed, restored, destroyed, restored, just multiple times. Technomancer putting in the work, very, very useful indeed. And he survived through to the end of the game. Good shooting from him at times as well. So that's units of the game for both sides. So I call out the patrons at silver level. That's Darren Gardner, Denny Wright, Marcus Olsen, William Schwarz, William Ross Caldwell, and Peter Goodall. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. For more content, do check out the Plus channel or YouTube channel membership. Link for that in the video description below. You can join the channel to access loyalty badges, Discord access. You can join us on the Striking Scorpion 82 community, and you can unlock bonus content, battle reports, army development, and other videos, all on YouTube channel membership. And then for the ultimate level of support, you could become a Phoenix Lord, taking command of units on the battlefield, tracking them around the table. The survivors in this game were Longbow BB with the long-range sniper attacks, Lucas Brown across here, and then also Michael Fryer surviving through to the end. That's the Phoenix Lords for the ultimate support on the channel. But great game. Thanks to Mike for coming down, taking part in this Challenger Scorpion battle. Necrons reigned supreme here against the Eldar, but it was a close run fight here between these two Xenos forces. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.